and welcome back in, fans. What a week it's been so far. Thank you so much for joining us here on ESPN Plus. I'm Jamie Watson, thrilled and honored to be here for the world, coming to our backyard here in Towson, Maryland, as a native Marylander. In fact, grew up in Towson. Terrific sight to see here. 29 nations of young women coming to Towson, Maryland to compete. Today's matchup should be terrific. Japan, the number 9 seed, have been outstanding in this tournament. They have scored 38 goals, 20 assists, 70 shots per game, and 19 goals per game. While China, on the other hand, has 19 goals and 8 assists, 9.5 goals per game, and a 36% shot on goal. As the number 22 seed, China lost yesterday 9-6 to Haudenosaunee, the Iroquois national women's team. But there was a rain out in that game, and I believe China has something to say. In the fourth quarter with 7 minutes to go, we believe we could have tied or won that game. So it was one of those unfortunate adversarial points that you have to overcome as a team, often in long tournaments like this. Today we will see what they have as we hit the opening draw. Japan versus China. The draw control, so important, as is the ground balls, as we saw there. Japan on the attack. We'll be wearing all white, moving right to left on your dial. While China, wearing all red, will be moving in the opposite direction. We'll be briefing you as we go along here with the rule changes from what we're used to seeing here in the United States versus international. There's a shot and a score. A name we've heard plenty of in this tournament from Japan, Kokoro Nakazawa. Japan very spread out with their scoring in their win yesterday, 25-3 over Argentina. 4 players scored 3 or more goals, including Kokoro, also Mizuno, Takahashi, and Taga. So you can't focus on one player if you're China. China has to worry about scoring goals themselves. Shannon Brazier, Charlotte Sawicki for China have been tremendous on the offense. There's your second straight draw control by Japan. Bit of an overthrow, but kept in by Japan. That's number 10, Maya Fuji. Gives it up to 15, Shihomi Hosome. Japan driving in, and there's a shot and a score. Very difficult to stop ball there. Number 12 with the goal there for Japan, Hikari Takano. Just add that to the list of people that can score for Japan who have been prolific in their shot making, 70 shots per game. And what's really impressive for Japan is 54% of those shots are on goal. It's one of the highest I've seen, whereas as we just compare, because they're playing China, 36% for China on their shots on goal. But remember, their game got cut short yesterday, so they're out here looking to get back into the flow and get a victory here, an upset, in fact, over Japan. Back to the draw control circle we go. And Japan wins that ground ball. Maya Taga behind cage to Takahashi. Japan will work the ball around. Japan in all white. And there's a shot and a score. Beautiful cut and a beautiful shot. And guess who? Number 11, once again, Kokoro Nakazawa. Kokoro out of Louisville, playing her college ball at Louisville. She represented Japan at the Under-19 World Championship in 2019 and was one of 10 players named to the All-World team. Nakazawa recently completed her sophomore season at Louisville, where she played in 16 of 18 games, 12 goals, 10 assists there. Needless to say, a rising star for a rising program. Back to the draw control we go. China desperate to win one here. Shannon Brazier, number 15, out of Cornell University, taking a look at where her support is. Draw control supposed to go over the head to be legal. And of course you can see the lead official making sure all things are even. And that's a legal draw. And Japan wins, and here comes a double team. Beautiful stick check. The referee got in the way of that one. Kokoro Nakazawa, far side with the ball. Down the right alley. Behind cage. Japan works it around. Monica Jones, number 16, giving it up. Back to number 6, Chisa Kobayashi. Oh, and there's a good cut and a nice save. There we go. Amy Runyon Wang, I know I'm not saying that perfectly. Nice save by Amy. She's been predominantly in goal here for China. Here's a double team by Japan. And they're gonna call a foul there. China will maintain possession. That's number 10, Jin Peng. She played club lacrosse at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. This year's World's Championships will be her first. Peng is a clinician for USA Lacrosse. Thank you, Jin Peng. And she's committed to growing the game in underrepresented areas. We need more people like Jin Peng. Let's grow the game of lacrosse. You're watching here on ESPN Plus. Thank you, ESPN Plus, for over 100 games, exalting these young elite athletes, the best players in the world. I certainly am enjoying it. As China spreading the field here. No foul. Ground ball picked up. Good strategy to spread the field. Spreading a defense creates what? Space. And we see our first offensive possession for China. Number 11 with the ball. Yuan Yu. And we'll get a look at the Japanese defense. It's wise to maintain some possession here. Shannon Brazier coming over. Look, the leader of this team, and she's in. She's an unselfish player as well. That ball will stay in. Nicely tracked down by Chen Yuan. Good defense, keeping the attacker in front of you, always the goal as a defender. Here's a pick. One way to create space for yourself with your teammates' help. There's number 19, Charlotte Sawicki, Ted Sawicki's daughter. Ted Sawicki, the head coach, prolific lacrosse player in his own right. We'll talk about him in a little bit. Here's Brashear, looking to score, but also always looking to pass. You know why? Because she draws a double team and a triple team, and when you do that, that's the time to look up and find a teammate. Free position shot here for number 5, Sandy Edwards. She's in. She shoots low. Good save. In goal, Miko Iwata. A turnover. And China will get another attempt on goal. I like how China slowing the pace down. We're gonna maintain possession. We talked about Japan coming in with 70 shots on goal, China with 46. So one way to slow down Japan, keep possession. Ball possession, fewer turnovers is going to result in good lacrosse. Shannon Bergier looking to shoot and score, and there is a shot and score. I'm sorry, a shot and save, forgive me. Miko Iwata was save. And we've talked about this many times. If you are a goal scorer, and sometimes the defense does not allow you to do it right in that particular situation, change levels of your stick when you're shooting on goal. Fake high, go low. Fake low, go high. Use your head. Fake up. Look no further than Charlotte, north of the USA. Just beautifully, always faking. Be deceptive in your shot making. Japan on the attack again. And they'll call the foul there. We'll get a free position shot there for Japan, number 17, Miho Sakurai. Another way to create space for yourself is changing your speed. Sakurai did a nice job of that there. Free position shot, 1v1. And there's a shot high, right over the left shoulder of the Chinese goalkeeper, Amy Runyan Wang. Miho Sakurai with the goal. As all free position shots are unassisted. It's another stat you're going to look at the end of the game. How many free position shots did you convert? And so far, Japan, 1 for 1. Back to the draw control circles. We'll see many of these most likely today if the scoring is what I expect it to be. Remember, Japan, 19 goals per game. China, almost 10 goals per game. Japan on the attack. They've been very efficient with their shots on goal, as I mentioned, 54% to China's 36%. And I say that with some reverence. The goal is only 6 feet by 6 feet. There's a shot and a save. Beautiful save, kick save. And that ball stays in bounds. And Japan will have another attempt on offense. And there's another goal, beautiful goal by Japan, and they will take a lead here in this first quarter. China attempting to slow them down. It's currently 5-0. Japan, one of the best teams in the world. In fact, a top 10 team, seated 9th here. Japan, very experienced, 7 appearances in the World Lacrosse Women's World Championships. Their best finish was 5th in 2005, and their recent finish, 9th in 2017. Obviously looking to improve upon that here in Towson, Maryland at these World Championships. Back to the draw control we go. And you'll notice you'll hear the referee's whistle there because did not go over the head. It's Kokoro Nakazawa on the draw control. Haven't seen her in there too much for Japan. And for China, trying to read that. Number 28 for China, and that's Mary Gormley out of Denver, Colorado, playing her college lacrosse at FIT, Florida Institute of Technology. And questionable call there by the official. Always reminding Shannon, the foul was on Shannon. I guess they called her for charging. Have to go behind. The person who fouls must retreat 4 meters behind the player that was fouled. Japan back on the attack. Ground ball now. Well played. Got to watch the offsides there. 6v6 inside that restraining. If an attacker goes over, then the defender has to stay and they have to wait to switch. Good crowd here today. You can hear them in the background. Beautiful cut. Oh, just off the pipe. The crossbar, a goalkeeper's best friend, as I mentioned, that Lacrosse, 6 feet by 6 feet, Lacrosse goal. And you'll hear lots of music when that Lacrosse ball hits it. And there we go. At the end of the first quarter, we have a score of Japan 5 and China 0. You're watching the 2022 World Lacrosse Women's World Championships on ESPN+. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. And welcome back in. I'm Jamie Watson. You're watching Japan take on China. The number 9 seed Japan currently leading China 5-0 as we hit the draw control circle. Real quick, let's look at just a couple of the stats from the first quarter. And one of the big ones that jumps out to me is draw controls, where we are right now. You're watching Japan leads 5-1. So I'm sure China got a little chit-chat about let's win some more draw controls. It's quite a specialty, as many of you know. In fact, the tournament leader in draw controls is none other than Stephanie Colson for Italy, who will be playing next right here at 9:30. You can watch this technique. They do everything they can, the officials, to make it even, as you see. Sticks even, ball in the middle, ball must travel over the head for a legal draw, and then 3v3 to win that ball. The referee deems a foul on Japan. Number 15, Shannon Brazier. We'll call her name out quite a bit. She plays her college ball at Cornell. For China, will set up now to start this second quarter, looking to cut the deficit.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to
There's Sandy Edwards, number 5.
Lacrosse Women's Championship at Towson University in Towson, Maryland. This morning's
Sandy plays her
match
collegiate ball at Central Michigan University.
Austria. World Lacrosse and USA Lacrosse
Draws a foul there as China continues to probe a stout Japanese defense.
participating officials in a positive manner.
Holding China scoreless at the moment. China just looking to get that first goal. An unforced turnover there is not going to help that situation. China, the ball, she was so close to the end line it traveled out of bounds, and Japan will now maintain possession, letting the ball do the work beautifully. When it's hot, here's a nice cut. That was a nice fake. You saw a fake there, but she was stopped on the violation by China. Free position shot for Japan, number 5, Maya Taga. Will she go right at goal? A lot of times they'll pass the ball here, and she does. Again, another violation. Japan, free position shot, far side.
Number 26, Steffi C. Number 28, Winnie Lamb. Number 30, Kinoko Ito. Number 35, Heidi Chow.
Japan electing to pull it out, kill a little clock. I'm in favor of playing a little pitch and catch around the wheel, getting comfortable out there. Sometimes it has that effect of lulling the defense asleep, and then that's when you make your cut and change speeds. Got to catch the ball, though. We take it for granted sometimes because Shannon Brazier is lurking, and China picks up that ground ball and a caused turnover. See a foul there. You cannot move. You cannot put the cross anywhere near the head. Imagine everybody has a little bubble around their head. That lacrosse cannot penetrate the bubble, and if it does, it will be a foul. They don't have equipment. They're not wearing helmets. The officials are assigned to keep everybody safe, and they will make sure it is so. China on the attack.
Number 17, Pia Clyde. Number 18, Sarah Kuchinskas. Number 19, Anna Kuglich.
Mary Gormley giving it up to Shannon Brazier.
Number 23, Ava Mautner. Number 24, Asha Koshak. Number 25, Sarah Schlagenhausen. Austria is coached by Michael Perez.
Beautiful roll dodge by Shannon. Double team, she finds the open player. And that's how you do it. Shannon, such a smart player. China now will have a free position shot. Mary Gormley, she's been out of Denver, Colorado. She's been a good goal scorer. There's a shot and a save. Beautiful save. Before you know it, Japan is in the attacking zone. And a shot to score. Number 19 with the goal there for Japan. Kana Kame. And if you'll notice, if you're new to the game, you must drop your stick after you score, and the referees will put a ball in your cross to make sure it's legal. I was watching the USA last night and was surprised when, I can't recall which player, but it was an illegal stick. Sometimes the pocket gets deep on you, and if you're not paying attention to your cross, which is what they call the head of the stick, with extended use, the ball could get too deep in the pocket. Now, if you're familiar with men's lacrosse, their pocket in their cross is much deeper. One reason why they're able to generate much more mile per hour speed. Anyway, all legal sticks out here, folks, as Japan wins another draw control and will set up once again for another offensive possession. Last time out, Japan played Argentina yesterday with a 25-3 victory. Japan is in, and there's a bounce shot through the 5-hole for number 2, Risa Suzuki. And Japan extends their lead 7-0. The other day I was talking about key positions. To me, draw control, goalkeeper, and then I did mention goal scorers, but today Japan would like me to point out defense. And if you look at that scoreboard and you see that goose egg, that's what we call good defense. And you know, it does often win championships. If you can't score, you can't win. Really been a pleasure to watch Japan on the defensive end. Back to the draw control circle we go. You'll notice, did not go over the head. Chisa Kobayashi taking on Shannon Brazier of China. Got to go over the head here, folks, if you're new to the game. 3v3 inside these restraining lanes. It's quite a battle. It's really interesting to break down the game from the attacking third, defensive third, in the middle, the draw circle, the ground balls. Not allowed to do that, Shannon Brazier. Covering a stick like that. Japan on the far side of the field, number 15. Shihomi Hosome. And over here we know who the black boots are. That's Kokoro Nakazawa. And there's a goal, a little too easy. I think. Nope, looks like they may have called in the crease. No goal. China beginning the clear with their goalkeeper as they are attempting to successfully clear. Another statistic you're looking at. Last night watching the USA game, they executed a 10-person ride, which means the goalkeeper will come out and mark out. And the great Joe Beninati was talking about how other teams are just not used to it. And so it is legal. It creates a little bit of chaos and often results in a turnover, which obviously is what you're looking for if you're riding or playing defense. Japan picking up that ground ball, and they're going to set up shop here. Beautiful morning here. It was 102 real feel yesterday, so they pushed up the games. This game started at 7 a.m. And I believe everybody is glad for it. There's a shot, and there's a save, actually. The ball stays in the crease, and Amy Runyon Wang picks it up. And China heading out on a clear. And you'll see that's a lot of running. And you'll notice if you can let the ball do the work, it serves to conserve energy. And you'll want to do that when it's incredibly hot out, which it will be a little bit later today. Another reason we pushed up the games, storms expected here in the Mid-Atlantic later this afternoon. And for a 10-day tournament, you have to maneuver. Terrific job by USA Lacrosse and World Lacrosse working in conjunction here in the United States for these 2022 World Lacrosse Women's World Championships on ESPN+. Shannon Brazier behind the goal for China. And she looks to get in. Beautiful goal. She can go right, she can go left. She just showed you a roll dodge left. For all the young kids out there watching, learn how to shoot right and left, just like Shannon Brazier did. And now China on the board with their team leader, Shannon Brazier, getting China on the board, hopefully creating some momentum. How do you create momentum? Come back to the draw control if you're China and you win it. Currently, the draw control statistic, 7 for Japan, 2 for China. A lot of time left in that stat. Lacrosse is a game of runs. It's easy to get back into a game fairly quickly. Shannon Brazier looking to do exactly that for China. Win a draw control. Let's see what happens. Good anticipation by Japan. They will take the draw control. Nakazawa, a beautiful cut and a nice, not nice. That ball went off the head of the Chinese player. And that immediately will result in a card, a yellow card for the Japanese player. Unintended, obviously. No malintent there. Things move so quickly. I wouldn't be surprised. Some USA players are wearing helmets now, but when you grow up learning the game, you know if somebody's in front of you, you're gonna get carded if you shoot. So the important part is for you to beat your defender, and it's just you and the goalkeeper, and that perfectly legal. I hope she's okay. I'm pretty sure she is. She ran off on her own power. China will clear the ball here. That's number 7, far side for China. 2 minutes to go here in this first half. Number 7 for China, Angela Zhou, one of the midfielders. The other thing that passing the ball does is it doesn't allow for the double team quite as easily. So you want to let the ball do the work. Ball hits the ground, ground ball time, 50-50. Good attempt to shovel it in, unsuccessful. The Japanese goalkeeper, number 3, Runa Fujita, makes a good save. China doing their very best to keep the Japanese attackers in front of them. How do you do that? Well, if they're faster than you, and you should assess that pretty quickly when you're on the field, is my, attacker faster than me? Give them space, back up. You don't want to be pressing on somebody who will take one step and go right around you. One way to prevent that is to back up. And you'll see that. Watch Shannon Brazier on defense. Number 15 for China. All of them are very good at it, actually. You don't want to be lunging at players if you're a defender. quick feet, small steps, keep them in front of you, use your cross. As we wind down to 48 seconds here, looks like Japan would like to have the last say in the matter. Use all of the shot clock and gain momentum going into halftime. Look at the movement, folks. "26 seconds. Mio Takahashi gives it up. There's a look at the clock. There's 12, Mo. 17 cuts in, and there's a shot and a save. Terrific save by China. 0.4 seconds, so they absolutely did what they needed to do there, Japan, leaving not enough time really to effectively score. For the first 3 quarters, I believe under 30 seconds, the clock will stop, and there's your horn. We are at halftime here on ESPN Plus. You're watching the 2022 World Lacrosse Women's World Championships. And our final score here, I'm sorry, not final, halftime score. We've got a halftime score of China 7. I'm sorry, Japan 7, China 1. And when we come back, we will bring you some stats and we'll bring you the second half. Please stay tuned.
Yo, yo, yo. Do you know? I've seen it all before. This goes Tiger. Just a shot for the bending knee. My main man money. Hey, ain't nothing I ain't seen.
Okay, old school. Have you seen someone ball like John Morant? No, you can't. You've never seen anyone like a thing. The point guard queen, Sky, or Chloe Kim. Do you know there's never been anyone else like them? Look, OG, no disrespect. I know you think you've seen everything, but you ain't seen nothing yet. Checkmate.
Every player knows the skills you learn on the field can be the foundation for anything you choose to do in life.
Thank you for the sweat, the tears, the pride, and for the celebration we share.
When I reach for a stick, it's like I'm shaking hands with history. Thank you for connecting me to a greater community.
It's more than a game to me. It's a gift to be a positive force in young athletes' lives. And I'm thankful I can help the next generation develop a love for the sport.
When I was his age, those moments on the field meant everything. Thank you for giving us a way to stay connected, even as they get older.
We're growing beyond goals on the field.
And our futures are united.
You give me the opportunity to fuel aspirations
and to ignite potential.
So thank you, Lacrosse.
For inspiring me to be me.
We are better,
Safer,
and wiser together.
and we're building a stronger future
For everyone.
Welcome back, lacrosse fans. You're watching the 2022 World Lacrosse Women's World Championships on ESPN Plus. I'm Jamie Watson. Thanks for joining us. We're at halftime here. Japan leading China 7-1. And head coach Ted Sawicki. Let's take a look at him real quick. He is the head coach of China. He's a former box and field lacrosse goalie. He won 3 silvers and 2 bronzes at the World Championships during his decorated career with the Canadian national team, and he is in the Canadian Lacrosse Hall of Fame. That's Ted Sawicki. And oh, by the way, his daughter, number 19, Charlotte Sawicki, a star on this Team China. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back after this break. Okay. And welcome back in, folks. We're at halftime here, and let's take a look at the head coach from Japan, Yoko Shibata. I have seen Yoko around, oddly, just in various places. Always a smile on her face, and she is also very busy scouting, I noticed, other teams. And one of the reasons Japan has had such great success, they come in here as the number 9 seed, and they are really playing well. Look out for them come the knockout stage. I believe they are a dark horse in this tournament, and they're looking to go deep into this World Lacrosse Women's World Championship here on ESPN. When we come back, we'll have the second half for you. Don't go anywhere, folks.
We want the gold medal. We've been dreaming of it our entire lives. But this summer, we want more. We have an opportunity together to change the sport and women's athletics for the better. The eyes of the lacrosse community will be on us. Never has this sport been more popular. Never has this platform been bigger. So what's this about? A team of talented women with a shared goal. Inspiring a new generation, one whose identity is a sense of pride and not a limitation. Relentlessly pursuing equity in our sport and beyond, we want the greatness of all women's athletes to shine. The world will be watching. Let's put on a show. This is more than a medal. Are you with us?
Fasten your seatbelt.
The game you've always loved just found a new gear.
Introducing World Lacrosse Sixes.
It's speed and scoring.
Tempo and transition.
Athleticism and action.
It's big-time energy packed onto a smaller playing surface.
It's the game you've always loved, brought to you at warp speed.
It's lacrosse on the Autobahn.
Don't blink. This is World Lacrosse Sixes.
And welcome back in. You're looking live at the lower field here at Towson University in Towson, Maryland. I'm Jamie Watson, and we've got a great matchup here for you today. We've got Japan, the 9 seed, against China, the 22 seed. Let's take a quick look at just a few of the stats from the halftime. And the one that jumps out at me the most is Japan with 12 shots, China with 4. And when you're getting more shots, and of course, Japan they've converted 1 of 1 free position shots. They're winning the draw control battle at 8-2. China just needs a little bit more draw control wins and possession, more shots on goal. And lacrosse is a game of runs. They can get right back in this game. Currently 7-1, Japan leads. And an illegal draw control. We've said many times the ball must go over the head. I believe in the NCAA lacrosse here in America, they just alternate possessions to avoid having to take all this time to go back, get set, and redo. I think that's wise. Speaking of some of the rule changes, no shot clock here. That is a big, big difference. I believe in 4 years, at the next Women's World Championships, there will be one, and there's a legal draw. And Shannon Bergier, the star for China, picks it up. Very comfortable going right or left. Beautiful stick check from behind by number 6, Chisa Kobayashi. China picks up that ground ball though. Shannon will settle the attack. Sandy Edwards here with the ball right now, number 5. Triple team, double teamed. Japan on Sandy on the attack. Japan, number 17 with the ball. Miho Sakurai. Kokoro, far side with the ball. Number 11 plays for Louisville here in the United States. Monica Jones behind the cage. Kokoro working around the wheel. I always love this to start the half. It just gets your stick skills sharp. Pass the ball around. Make the defense move. Oh, terrific. Got that shot off, hit the post. And Japan retains possession. See some picks at the top of the 11-meter fan. Another difference in the rules, folks. No 12 or 8-meter fan, as you see in the NCAA collegiate game here in the States. An 11-meter fan only. Oh, there's a terrific feed. A nice shot. Number 16, a shot and a score. Monica Jones. The assist by Chisa Kobayashi. And Japan takes an 8-1 lead here at the 12-minute, 20-second mark in the third quarter. Thanks for joining us today. You can go to the Women's World Lax 2022.com to follow all the action today on your internet. ESPN Plus will be carrying most all the games today. Enjoy. Draw control. This time, Sandy Edwards able to get the draw control for China as they move into the attacking end. Shannon Brazier gives it up. Far side. And here comes China. There's a beautiful stick check by this Japanese defense, which is just absolutely smothering, allowing only one goal in the first half. And very efficient in their goal scoring and their shots on goal. Number 19, Charlotte Sawicki here for China. Ted Sawicki, the head coach. Her daughter, his daughter. Japan, once again on the attack. Risa Suzuki with the ball, number 2. Good movement here. Beautiful set pieces designed by head coach Yoko Shibata. Suzuki drives left. Just didn't execute that pass, but the Japanese player was open. Number 17, Miho Sakurai. You can tell they know each other. They have a lot of experience. We mentioned 7 appearances for Japan. Very familiar with the game. Best finished was 5th in 2005. There's a nice low shot by Monica Jones. Number 16 for Japan. And this terrific ball movement by Japan is creating havoc for the China defense. And this will result in a free position shot for Risa Suzuki. Does she pass? Does she go right on goal? She does, and she's going to take a shot. Ball comes out. China picks up the ground ball. Mary Gormley. Shannon Brazier, names you hear a lot for China. Look at that, 5 players around Shannon Brazier. Smart play to give it up. Somebody's got to be open, folks. If you're a young player out there and you've got 5 people on you, look for the open teammate. China will set up now on the attack. Sawicki, wheels right, number 19. Not sure. I think that might have been an offsides. Japan on the clear. Good example of letting the ball do 2 passes, folks, 50 yards. It's just wise for a lot of reasons. Maintaining possession, conserving energy when it's hot and you're playing in a 10-day tournament. In pool play, you've got 4 games. Speaking of, on Monday, July 4th, Japan will play Switzerland at 7 p.m. at Tiger Field under the lights. That will be exciting. Please tune in for that. And China on Sunday, July 3rd, will get Argentina at Johnny Unitas Stadium, the big stadium under the lights for China, 2 p.m. Oh, what a move. What a move by Kokoro. Beautiful step left, and there's another cut, and 2 terrific saves by the China goalkeeper, Amy Runyon Wang. 2 successive quick cracks at the goal. Terrific reflexes by the Chinese goalkeeper. Here comes Kokoro again, beautiful step. You watch Kokoro Nakazawa, and if you're a young player, she will jab step several times, almost getting the defender on her heels, doesn't know where she's going. And Kokoro has an innate ability to, you're falling back on your heels, I'm gonna fly by you. Free position shot right here for Kokoro. And she goes in right through the 5 hole. She knew where she was going with that. Not easy to defend a 6x6 cage. And the goal, Kokoro Nakazawa. She's gotta be up there in the tournament leaders. Kokoro will be a junior next year at Louisville. You can watch her progress there. Certainly one of the rising programs, and Kokoro doing her bit to contribute to that. As Japan takes a 9-1 lead. Here and back to the draw control circle we go. That will be number 6 for Japan, Chisa Kobayashi. Against number 28, that looks like Mary Gormley for China. And we wait for the whistle. As we head down into the 5-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. Beautiful legal draw there. Picked up by Japan. Just them work the ball beautifully here. Cutter comes. All very organized, beautiful. Kochiyoko Shibita enjoying plenty of success with this team from Japan. And they certainly hope to really run deep next week into the knockout stage. Please stay with us. ESPN Plus will have all the coverage of the games. And yours truly will be here to bring you all the action. Thanks for being here with us today. In Towson, Maryland, wonderfully cloudy. Temperature, I believe, is in the low 80s right now. As Japan works the ball around, watch this movement, beautiful. Unfortunately not well executed layoff, but here comes China. Good job. Important to notice when have that sensory perception of someone is coming up on your backside, get rid of the ball. As she did there, number 8 for China, Ayaka Inoue. Sorry, number 8, Hannah Bond. Out of Falls Church, Virginia, Hannah plays for Newberry College. Beautiful defense over there. You'll notice as a defender, if you're on the end line and the sideline, they act as defenders for you. So basically you're pinning in the attacker. So if you see the attacker struggling on the end line, that's a good time to go double team. You're getting help from the end line and the sideline. Beautifully demonstrated there. Japan will have possession. Japan in all white, moving right to left on your dial. Terrific cut, and there's a beautiful pass. Fake high, go low, and that's a goal. Perfectly executed, tremendous passing. And you can see right there how the ball, you let the ball do the work, you create space for yourself, and that is a goal by Japan. Goal by Japan, Miho Sakurai, assisted by Mio Takahashi at the 2-minute mark in the 3rd quarter, with Japan taking a 10-1 lead. Back to the draw control we go. Risa Suzuki for Japan. Japan in the all white, China in the all red. Sandy Edwards for China, number 5. The ground ball, the 50-50 ball, the want it stat. You gotta want it. And Japan comes up with it. Suzuki in. Number 5, Maya Taga. Number 17, Miho Sakurai. As the tournament goes on, you can see they just get more and more comfortable with each other. Their cuts with the offensive sets. See a lot of this wheel action of the layup. That's terrific defense by Mary Gormley. Foul was called there, and that will be a free position shot for Japan. Shihome Hosame pulls it out, does not go to goal. Suzuki going left. Wheeling right. Now back to the left. And there's a shot by Hosame. Number 15 scores. Shihome Hosame. Just with 30 seconds left, Japan takes an 11-1 lead over China. Been in command since the very beginning, winning most statistical categories. Back to the draw control, circle we go. Shannon Bergier for China, Suzuki for Japan. Ground ball picked up by number 18, Kanako Mizuno. Look at the movement here, folks. Beautiful, quick movement. 13 seconds to go. Appears there's a yellow card. Number 8 departs the field for China. Hannah Bond, woman up for Japan in that case. Free position shot coming on that foul for Japan. Number 5, Maya Taga. And she will pass it behind cage and look for a cutter. Very designed attack and a beautiful executed offense. And the goal, number 2, Risa Suzuki. That is just a beautiful set piece. You're in a free position shot. You think you're gonna go right to goal. She doesn't. She goes behind the cage and finds the cutter from on top of the 11-meter mark. All designed out beautifully by head coach Yoko Shibata. And that horn signals the end of the third quarter. Your score here at Johnny Unitas Complex on the lower field. Japan 12, China 1. You're watching the 2022 World Lacrosse Women's World Championships here on ESPN Plus. When we come back, we will have the fourth quarter for you. Stay tuned, folks. And welcome back in, folks. Lacrosse fans all over the world. We've got Japan and China. Welcome in for all of you listening from around the world, and we know that you are. We've got 100+ games here on ESPN Plus, and right now, Japan is putting on an amazing show. I have been extremely impressed with their complete domination on the attack. The Chinese goalkeeper has faced 22 shots compared to Japan's goalkeeper, Miko Owata. She has faced 4. It is a very busy day in the shot-making category for Japan as they win another draw control and they set up. And that is a wide open. That will be a shot taken and hits the side of the goal. But that was right down Broadway, a clear shot for Japan. They've had many of them today. Make that, there's another, oh, terrific. Now there was a beautiful fake, folks. Number 7, Mio Takahashi with the goal. For all the young people watching, playing, keep an eye on whether players, your favorite attackers are changing levels. In my opinion, you'll find the most prolific goal scorers have the ability to either shoot at high velocity or change levels. Charlotte North does both well. Her velocity, I believe, is one of the highest in all of lacrosse right now, arguably the best player in the world. And the way she is deceptive, high, low, you just don't know where she's going with the ball, and creates a lot of confusion for goalkeepers. The USA won convincingly last night, 20-1 over Scotland. You can catch all of the scores as we watch another draw control here, and Sandy Edwards goes down. Hope she's okay. For China, Japan setting up on the attack. Women's World Lax 2022, and there's another shot and a score. I believe number 7, back-to-back goals. Miho Takahashi. Let's take a quick look at the spreading out of goals by, we mentioned it at the Open of Japan, Kokoro has 3, Risa Suzuki has 2, Miho Sakurai 2, Kanakame 2, Hikari Takano 1, Shihomi Hosome 1, Monica Jones 1. I believe I just named 7 different players scoring for Japan. And that's how you go, that's how you win, and that's how you go deep into tournaments. Another beautiful draw control win for Japan. It just seems like they have command of their offense, command of execution, and it's showing up on the scoreboard right now. Oh, what a beautiful shot, and a save, by the way. China's goalkeeper, Amy Runyon Wang, but there's your behind-the-back shot by Kokoro Nazawaki. Love it. I love the shovel shot. I love the behind-the-back shot. If I'm the head coach, I like it better when it goes in the goal. One of the things about behind the back, it's a little bit less accurate, and also the shovel shot when you're not looking at the goal. By the way, still, so far, Dana Dobie, to me, has from the opening night against the USA, Google it, it is an amazing, her back is completely to the goal. But Dana Dobie, experienced player for Team Canada, she knows where that 6x6 frame was. Just an amazing goal. A lot of behind-the-back goals as well. Shannon Brazier doing her best to find the open player. Wisely so. Shannon knows I'm double, triple team. Somebody's got to be open. Mary Gormley with the ball from China right now. Wheeling around, giving a little head nod to her teammate. It was an opportunity for a give and go there. Oh, that's beautiful. And she's in, and a save. Shannon Brazier frustrated. It was really a good pass and a good shot, but Number 4, Miko Iwata, up for the challenge. Miko played in the 09 and 17 World Championships, brings a lot of experience, and she's playing like it. Monica Jones settling the ball for Japan. 10 minutes to go here in this game. Still 14-1. Oh, that's just an amazing cut and another great save. Amy Runyon-Wang's been playing well in goal. She has faced a tremendous amount of shots and she's been very focused. The Chinese defense needs to do a little bit better job of keeping track of where the Japan cutters are going. Oh, that's a beautiful move. That is when you lay the ball off like that, your attacker has time to gather some speed, and with that speed, that's how you beat your defender.
Goal number 12, Hikari Takano, unassisted.
Hikari Takano, number 12, with that goal, unassisted. As we are 9 minutes into this fourth quarter, 9 minutes to go. Japan 2 of 3 on their free position shots. China 0 for 2. Another area to improve, but the draw controls 14 Japan, 4 for China. Sandy Edwards for China trying to change that, add 1 for China. Against Risa Suzuki. Boy, that one went way over the heads. That was fun. Charlotte Sawicki wheels in on the left side for China. Shannon Brazier with the ball. Holds the ball with confidence. You can tell number 15 plays her lacrosse at Cornell in the Ivies here in America. A beautiful number of fakes right there by Shannon, and I tell you, Iwata is having a day in goal for Japan. Another save. Miko Iwata. Remember what I said at the Open? Goalkeeper, draw control specialist. If I'm a head coach, those are my first 2 gets in the draft. Give me your best players in those 2 areas, and then I'll build from there. Here we go, Japan setting up far side. Suzuki, and you can hear the crowd. They're very knowledgeable lacrosse fans here. China needs to press out. There's a violation on China, shooting space violation. Number 5 will get a free position shot, but the question is, will Mayataga shoot? She does. Beautiful stick check. From behind. By number 10 for China, Jin Peng. Jin, a clinician for USA Lacrosse. Again, thank you, Jin. Committed to growing the game for underrepresented areas. We'll have all takers there. Raise your hand. As China showing some flash and speed there. Yulang Yu may be the fastest player on China. Showing off those wheels. Sandy Edwards for China. Look at that defense. Just quick movement of the feet. Great ground ball pickup by China. Mary Gormley behind the cage. Trying to solve the puzzle of Miko Iwata, who's been terrific in goal today. .833 save percentage so far. That, folks, is good. Mary Gormley. Oh, beautiful, beautiful jab left and right. It's a clinic on how to get your defender on her heels. And the defender doing a lovely job there, number 21 for Japan. Nice job, Miku, Sugaya moving her feet well. Quick, short steps. That's how you stay in front of attacker Mary Gormley. She'll be going to pass the ball. That set piece didn't work. You saw an attacker head in front of the crease, not open. Beautiful help side defense from Japan. Angela Zhao with the ball right now, number 7 for China. Little change of speed there. Another way to create space for yourself. Again, if you know your attacker's faster than you, back up a little bit. And there goes Sandy Gormley. I'm sorry, Sandy Edwards. Good cut by Mary Gormley. Wasn't able to get the ball, but Sandy Edwards, number 5 for China, will be on the 11-meter mark for the free position shot. Can she get past Miku Iwata? No. Another great save by Iwata. What a graceful, beautiful catch there at midfield by number 5. Maya Taga. This is a beautiful game, isn't it? 4 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Tomorrow, Japan will play Switzerland at 7 p.m. Make that July 4th. That would be Monday. Tomorrow, China plays Argentina, Sunday, July 3rd. Another outstanding stick check from behind by China, and that results in a turnover, what we call a caused turnover. China flashing some good defense there. That's it. Let the ball do the work. Keep coming side to side. What does this side-to-side action do? It spreads out the attack, and it gives space in between for cutters. There's the appropriate pass. Well done. Another great pass up the sideline. Beautifully done by China. And that is what we call a clear, a perfect clear. Number 3 for China behind the cage, Chen Yuan. Jin Peng, number 10, trying to penetrate that wall from Japan defensively. Oh, Sandy Edwards with a shot. It pings off the post and hits Iwata in the back, but Iwata is having such good fortune, it's not quite enough to go back into the goal. It's a save, another save for Iwata. As Japan enters for another offensive possession here. You're watching the 2022 World Lacrosse Women's World Championships here on ESPN+. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jamie Watson. So happy to be here with you. Nice cut by Nakazawa, and that's a goal. Another good example. Got it. You have to pay attention for the backdoor cut there, executed perfectly by Nakazawa.
Japan goal, number 11, Kakura Nakazawa. Assisted by number 16, Monica Jones.
Nakazawa with the goal and Jones with the assist.
Timeout, China.
And there's a timeout by China. You get 2. And if you don't use them, you lose them. And so Coach Ted Sawicki, head coach from China, taking a timeout there. And, you know, it's never a bad time to take a break, to do some teaching on the sidelines, no matter what the score is. And on a day like today, hydration is important. Give each team an opportunity to get something to drink, electrolytes in your water. Water and salt is what will keep you from cramping. For all the young kids out there, the moms and the dads, the parents, the guardians, water and salt before the big game. And depending on how big the game is, maybe the night before. Once you've cramped, it's too late. Is cramping preventable? Absolutely. Thanks so much for joining us. We are winding down this game in the final 2 minutes. In fact, 1 minute and 50 seconds left. And we'll ask you to stay with me right here on Field 3. Our next game features Italy against Mexico, and you'll see the draw control specialist leader, Stephanie Colson from Italy. Stephanie hails right here from the great state of Maryland, where you're watching Lacrosse on ESPN Plus. Maryland, some will say, like myself, the birthplace of lacrosse after the Iroquois Nation. Always honor the creator's game. The women's Iroquois national team here, they are called Haudenosaunee. If you get a chance to listen to their national anthem, it's beautiful. All national anthems are beautiful in my opinion, but I hadn't heard theirs and I just got chills. Back to the draw control circle we go for the final minute and 50 seconds, and if you'll recall, the final 2 minutes of the fourth quarter, stoppage time. Sandy Edwards for China. Gotta stop your feet. It's one of the differences, small difference, but nonetheless, the officials will call it. You have to stop your feet before you restart. And there is a cross close to the head. And again, there's a yellow card issued. Jin Peng didn't see the referee going for the card. That would be Monica Jones taking a seat, and China will be a woman up for this final minute and 34 seconds. Stoppage time. Sandy Edwards, number 5. Beautiful jab step left. She's in, she shoots left over the crossbar. China backs up beautifully. You maintain possession. First person closest to the end line where the ball goes over, you get to keep possession. That time, it was China. That's why you always want a person behind the goal when you're shooting. Because if the ball misses and goes over the end line, you get to keep possession, for those of you new to the game. Sandy Edwards working the ball around, and one of the reasons you avoid a cross-zone pass like that. Look at this movement here by Japan. Beautiful. Draw the defender. Nakazawa easily drops that. You can't teach it any better. You can't coach it any better. And head coach Yoko Shabita and Japan putting on an absolute clinic here today. The Japanese attacker drew the Chinese defender. Chinese defender does exactly what she's supposed to do, stop ball. And then that left Nakazawa open free for an easy pass and an easy goal. Japan takes a 17-1 lead here with 51.8 seconds to go. Back to the draw control circle we go. Many of these players will be headed to Alabama next week to play in the World Sixes. Make sure you go to worldlacrosse.com to find out all about it. If you're watching at home, you've seen the commercials. Lacrosse on the Autobahn pretty much describes it. I love that phrase. It's quick, it's fast. And there's a shot and another score. Another point assist by Kokoro Nakazawa. And the goal is awarded to Kana Kame, unassisted. That seems a little unfair. It was a beautiful pass by Kokoro Nakazawa. Kokoro plays with a love for the game. Her head coach also You can tell she coaches with a love for the game. A lot of joy here in these last few days, and all the way to July 9th when there will be a championship, a champion crowned here at the 2022 World Lacrosse Women's World Championship. 2022, beautiful cut and another save. I'm sorry, another goal by Japan. And that time, Nakazawa gets the assist. Maya Taga with the goal as Japan pours it on here late in the fourth quarter. Only 13 seconds left. One of the most complete performances I've seen. Now remember, there are many, many games going on around. I am only partial to some of them. Japan, number 9 seed. Some of my dark horses for the tournament, I also like England. I think they've been playing fantastic. Megan Whittle, the former Maryland Terp. Of course, one of the great programs head by head coach Kathy Reese. One of the GOATs, the greatest of all time, in my opinion. Megan Whittle starring and leading England, the number 3rd ranked team in the world, behind number 1 USA, number 2 Canada. And Japan here at number 9. That pass a little bit high for Kokoro Nakazawa. And there's your final whistle. What a performance by Japan, putting up 19 goals, only giving up 1 goal. Miko Iwata, my MVP for this game for Japan, and the defense should get all of the credit. What a tremendous game. You're watching the 2022 World Lacrosse Women's World Championships on ESPN+. Your final score, Japan 19, China 1.